Hi, my name's Andrea, and I'm a junior at Missouri State University, and before I put my trust in Christ, I think you could describe me as pretty exhausted. I grew up in the church, and I kind of always felt like I was good enough for heaven, and that's really all I sought to be, is just good enough. I was constantly seeking the approval of others. I wanted my parents to be proud of me, my teachers. I wanted to have a lot of friends, be invited the most places, all that sort of thing. And that's really just where I found my fulfillment. I was kind of like the golden child, but it really didn't fulfill me, that's not what I wanted for myself. I wanted something bigger, but I didn't know what that was. So I went to college, and I kind of felt like maybe that was the something bigger that I wanted, and I kind of reinvented myself. I started partying a lot more, finding my self-worth in guys, and it just really exhausted me mentally and physically. My health even suffered. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was focused on the social aspect more than anything else, and I really wasn't happy though, because I felt like I was being someone that I wasn't, and that just wasn't as satisfying as I thought it would be. And so one night I actually found myself crying on the floor of my dorm room, and I kind of realized that God is the only person that is actually going to be there for me permanently, and He will always be there and always will accept me. And it was just kind of a really weird moment for me, because it kind of came out of the blue, but I knew that I needed to make a change in my life, and I started to seek out people who I knew were involved with Cru. I had met some of them through volleyball or just on campus in random ways. And I struggled a lot with understanding that God wasn't like all about rules. I didn't understand why He didn't want me to do the things that I felt like were fun and fulfilling. And then it took me a while. I had a constant battle between that, like, why can't I drink? Why can't I do this with guys? Why is it so bad? And it just kind of took me a while to understand it. But I came to realize that God's plan is a lot better than anything I could come up with. And I kind of had to put my self-righteousness aside and really realize that it took a lot of struggles and failures and things like that to really figure it out for myself. But so then I feel like I became restored, and I just realized that I could find my self-worth in God, and I didn't have to find it in people. But I'm so blessed that He decided to provide me with good fellowship, or like people surrounding me that were good influences. And even though sometimes I still struggle with not believing that I'm forgiven or accepted, they constantly remind me that I am, and give me good examples to look up to and things like that. And we just kind of hold each other accountable. So I'm really blessed to have that in my life. But yeah, now that I'm restored, I know that God's plan is always better than mine.